Philippine Adventures. It's kind of dark in it. Clean that, R. Ah, look how light. No, it got better. It's kind of dark though. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to complain about it. How do I look? Oh, hold on. Don't. I shouldn't say that. How am I looking? Oh, that brightened it up. Ah, perfect. Okay, so I have a helper today, and she's going to help until Mommy comes. So Mommy will be here in a few seconds. So here she is over here. Where's my helper? Right there. Yeah. Say hi, helper.
Hi.
You sit over here, honey. Go ahead. Good morning, Ogre. Good morning, Jack Redmond. How you doing? Good morning, Sammy. Good. How is everything with you? How is life? Pat Evan. Good morning. Hello, Pat. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Nice to see you. And hopefully all is well with you. This is RR. If anybody don't know.
I think everybody will know.
Well, not everybody knows you because Sammy's new to the live streaming. Sammy, we used to do a lot of live streams, and I mean, I don't know. We probably got 1,000 live streams under our belt. We did it for years, and we just haven't been doing it in a long time. Kevin King, good morning. How are you? Let me lower that just a little for the other one there. Mommy will be here in a minute. She's doing something. We don't know. She's having something built. I am so great. Yeah, in fact, it's been, how long has it been, R? It's been a while since we've done a live stream. Probably been, we did one the other day, and it's been probably 6 months, a year. Yeah, we used to do them all the time. And I think a lot of times what happens is, honestly, I got lazy. So Over, tell me what you're doing with new job. Jack Redmond, how you doing? How's everything with you? Pat Evan, good morning. How's everything with you? Sammy, Kevin, what's going on? It's just I play most videos. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate that. Sorry I haven't been religiously going on your streams and religiously going on, but I really try. I really try. I've stopped making my kitchen cabinet at the moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, in fact, Ruth is making boxes for the car in the back so people can sit on them and put storage in there. So Ogre, I'm new job, sleep number, beds, packing, and shipping orders. Hey, nothing wrong with that. And I think you were telling me the other day that you're doing pretty good as far as the money's concerned. So that's really good. I'm glad to hear that. My stream is only laughing and talking, only not much interesting. That's what streaming is. It's fun. Charles. I don't know what to wear. I don't. Yeah, that's it, Charles. What are you going to wear? Just make sure you put on clothes. Don't be there sitting there naked. It's okay. Sammy's saying it's okay. My stream is only laughing and talking. It's okay. That's what streams are about. Laughing, talking, enjoying each other. A lot of them do the StreamYard. I particularly don't do it. Not saying I won't do it. I will do StreamYard. I haven't done one in StreamYard. We just not familiar with it to do it, but we can do one. It's simple, they said. This is. Oh, hello from. I can't wait to retire this year and move back home. Dennis. Congratulations. Congratulations. Hi, Mommy. Hello, it's 9:16. You're 1 minute late, so we started.
I have workers there.
You have workers there. You did, and you have a lot of things going on. Come over here and sit down and say hi to everybody. Say hello.
Hello, good morning.
This is my beautiful wife. Let's see, Charles. No, I'm not naked. I'm wearing a smile. He says, what am I going to wear? A live stream. I'm so silly in my streams. Good, yeah. Ohio. Dennis, so you're living in Ohio. How's Ohio? Weather?
Ohio.
Ohio, yeah. I'm a disabled American veteran. Oh, they're in Veterans Hospital in the Philippines. Yes, there's Veterans Hospitals here. Yes, yes, yes. There are. There's one in CDO. There's one in Davao, right? There's Veterans Hospitals. No fair, Ruth. Tom has been pinched yet.
Has not been finished yet.
Come over. You want to sit down over here, darling?
No, because I will go outside.
You want to go outside? You're supposed to be in my stream today. Ours taking your spot. Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. All right. Jack,
Omer.
gonna be moving the 7th down to the Onion, so I can do my daily fishing. No place to fish in Baguio unless you count the wet market. You can go fishing there. Problem is, there's no fun in fishing there, unless you want to cook it and eat it right there, right? Morning, Barry from China. Hi, Barry. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Pork pie. Pork pie. How you been, man? How's everything with you?
Pork pie.
Yeah, pork pie. I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you guys for all coming on. It sporadic, spur of the moment live stream. I currently work for USPS and will be retiring in November. Do you know how much I need to live every month? I'm following you and watch every one of your videos. Dennis, it's up to you. If you're a veteran, if you drink, if you smoke, if you have gambling habits and things like that, it's going to cost more. The main thing is finding a place, leasing land, or buying, depending on your situation with your filipina and you're married. Make sure that you have an attorney look at your paperwork and all that stuff. But it can vary depending on your spending habits. Listen, I have no rent and I have no expenses here. And it costs me anywhere from $600 to $800 a month to live here. And I have no rent. Some months it may creep up to $1,000 because the inflation's hitting us here. Gas is going up, fuel's going up, plastics are going up, canned goods are going up, everything's going up. So it's actually costing us more. You want to hold this, honey? Hold that for Daddy. My arm's killing me. Holding us more. You can read the comments. How's that? It's coming up more and more that you don't really realize how things are coming up. But you could, depending on what you want to do, you could live here comfortably for, $1,000 or less a month, depending on your spending habits. Some say you can't live here no less than $2,000 a month. Well, it depends on your spending habits and if you have maids and you don't have maids. Read the next one, darling.
Devil Dawn. It's weird being the same age as old people.
I know. They call me a blue hair now. I'm not going back to US to call me a blue hair. Devil Dawn, pencil thin mustache. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming on. Thank you.
Yes, I spanked the like. Did you?
Oh, spank the likes. Charles spanks the likes. Thank you, Charles. And Charles is he's always spanking the likes. Thank you so much, Charles.
Sammy PH, be right back.
Okay. All right, Sammy.
I am a Philippine citizen with permanent residence in USA. My pension, retirement, and disability is about $8,000 a month, but will only use half of that. I don't drink or smoke.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You guys got to realize something. Something I do want to say. A lot of retirees from the military are living on $800 a month, and depending if they're on disability or not, go a little higher than that, depending on their pensions and all the stuff they have. You'll find that a lot of times, some guys are getting 11, 12, 1,300. Some are getting 1,500 a month, and they're living fine on that. But it's up to you. It depends on what you want to spend. Make sure, number one thing is, if you're coming here, make sure you have some type of backup. Whether it's a credit card of 10, 20,000 available, or 2 credit cards or 3 credit cards, in case of an emergency, a sickness, or something happened unexpected. You're going to need that $5,000, $10,000 to take care of the situation. Read the next one, darling. Just read it. Devil Dawn, welcome. Okay, Jack. Oh, no more. Okay, Dennis. Okay. So 8,000. That's good money. That's very good money. I wish I had that much. We would never be home. No, we do very well of what we can here where we're at. Our goal is to be in USA next year, this year, next year, to visit my family and stay, depending on school, a few months and come back, of course. And I want them to experience. She's not experienced USA, and neither is Ruth. I want them to see. I want them to see my family, my brothers, my cousins. Uh, all my auntie and uncles are basically gone now. There's one auntie still living. She's in her 90s. So I want to really, really, really try to make sure that we get around to see everybody, you know.
Are there storage unit rentals there?
No storage units, none, no storage units rentals here. They pretty well, there's none that they have. It's a good opportunity for somebody to start a storage rental place. You could easily create one yourself, but yeah, there's no storage rental places that I'm aware of at this present time where I'm at locally. Now there may be some in the bigger cities like Cebu, CDO, or Davao. Honey, you know of any rental places that use storage stuff? It's a storage locker.
No.
No? Okay, she's not aware of one either.
Viking of Norway.
Hi, Viking. Christian. Hi.
And Lelaine Reyes.
Linnea Reyes, good morning. Oh, is it okay? Hi. Hi. Hi, Lena.
Dennis Diaz. I just wanted you to know your videos is very informative. I am worried because I don't speak much Tagalog as I am raised in USA. Again, thank you for your videos.
You're so welcome, Dennis. Hey, Dennis, I don't speak anything, and you'll get along fine. Worst case, if you don't have a Filipino, you can actually hire someone, and they will help you. You don't have to worry about speaking the language. Most understand English. Most understand the language. You'll find if you find yourself in a situation, all you got to do is find a younger person, 18, 19, 20, and they'll understand English because they're teaching English now, as you can see. This helps her get her experience more by doing this. And I want her to experience more English. I tell them, and she's having a hard time with Daddy sometimes, speaking English in the house. I tell her, it's an English house, only English inside the house. Ruth's sisters all speak English, so I'm lucky that way. So it works out pretty good.
Is it cheaper to buy or build a home? I am thinking of living in Orani, Bataan, Zambales, Altos, Olongapo.
Cheaper or build a home? It is, honestly, it is, the bamboo house is the cheapest. Could I live in one? Yes. Are they nice? Yes. You can have them made to any specification, cost you probably $2,000-$3,000 depending on a 2-3 bedroom with a kitchen and a nice bathroom, American style bathroom. You could do it's cheaper depending on where you're at to build. To be honest, they have substandard concrete here. A lot of the guys are building their houses here, and to be honest with you, it's below grade concrete. It's the off grade. What they're receiving here is the off grade from Vietnam. It's the throwaway concrete. It's the concrete that is not it works and it holds and it does a good job, but it's substandard. It's below grade. The Philippines was thinking about banning that concrete coming here, but it's almost impossible to ban concrete because they got to have it and they're doing so much road work. You'll find that concrete is substandard, and I built this house with it, and I would not build another house with this particular concrete here in the Philippines. And believe it or not, there's only 1, 2, 3 types of concrete here, and they're all the same from Vietnam. They are getting some from China, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Tim Dizia.
Tim D, high five. Welcome on our live stream. Thank you for coming on today. And did you miss anybody there, Donna? You doing a good job? Are you saying everything they say?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Tim D, good morning. Viking Norway. Hey, Christian, how you doing? Shout out to Mr. Bruce, Shooting Star. He got monetized on his channel. So congratulations to him for that. And wish him many, many, many years of monetization. He can make the money accordingly with us. But it's not like you set the roof on fire. You got to have a lot of views to really get good benefit out of the monetization program. it's per video. It varies, from 50 cents to $1 to $2 or $3. So how's
Let's do
just do a question and answer? Okay, you ask first question. She said, "Let's do a question and answer time." You ask first question.
if you were to compare USA and Philippines, like, what comes like first out of your mouth? Like,
What comes first out of your mouth compared to USA and Philippines? I can tell you, food.
oh,
Good question though. Maybe reinforced concrete rebar. They do. They do. They use a lot of rebar here, and it's all reinforced. The problem is, here's the problem. When you mix this particular concrete, whether you mix it with your sand and your dirt, and they make their own block with it. The block is, you can pick up the block and it crumbles in your hands. Even if you make your own block from the concrete here, it's still substandard. It's to be honest with you, I would be highly, highly scared. This house is fine, but it lasts all my lifetime with the concrete that we have in it. It may last her lifetime, but I'm not really quite sure. The concrete is really substandard here. I wouldn't do it.
Patrick Dolan.
Patrick Dolan, good morning.
James
Hi.
Adventure near and
Mr. James, how you doing? High five. Elementic, good morning.
hello from San Francisco.
What would you build your house out of concrete? You don't. Bamboo or expandable house like what I live in. I live in an expandable steel house, box house. I don't know. I would. You have no choice but to use the concrete. So if you want to build a house out of concrete here, you can do it. But here's another problem you're going to run into. Depending on where you're at, you're going to have a hard time finding laborers. Laborers that really have the knowledge on doing building. Laborers that really know how the knowledge of making things level. The laborers that really know what's going on. And they will show up every day for work. You'll find that a lot of times they may or may not show up for work every day. You need to find a contractor, and that can be hard sometimes. Although they do build nice buildings and nice houses, but the good contractors tend to go the commercial route and leave the houses to somebody else, or the neighbors, or the cousins, or the brothers down the road, and that's what happens. Elamite, good morning.
Christopher Beach.
Hey, Brother Christopher, how you doing this morning? Welcome, welcome. How is everything with you?
Traveling writer. Morning, bro. Long time no see.
Yeah, Traveling Rider, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Pork pie. How's the car running?
Oh man, Pork, the car is running great and fantastic. We have, I do have I tell you what, I am running into a problem. The fuel situation here is the octane itself is 87 or less, and I really don't know how to test that. The gas itself is fine, but the octane I need a little bit higher octane. It burns fine, everything's fine, but I want a higher octane. You guys remember when you remember the old days we have the car ping, ping, ping? And I've noticed that. And from what I've heard from the guys are telling me it's your gas that you're not getting water. You just need a higher octane. Well, they'd only sell one gas here. It's just one gas. So you buy it here, you buy it in Davao. It's the same octane. I can't find an 89 or 91 octane. If I get an 89 or 91 octane, I'd be happy. But other than that, the van's running fine. I love it. I'm glad I purchased this vehicle. I would not have anything other. I wouldn't have a car because it's too low to the ground and the rocks. Some of my friends have had damage to the cars because of the rocks and the cutting of underneath of the car, the damage to the car itself. Where I live, because a lot of it's dirt roads. So for me, the van's high enough to get height enough that it's okay.
Kevin and Gemma.
Hello, Kevin and Gemma. How you doing this morning? Thank you for coming on.
James Adventures just ordered a bamboo bed frame, 11,000 delivered.
That's okay. 11,000 is about what I paid for mine. How much? Yeah, that's what I paid.
Patrick Dolan, your house is on a concrete pad?
Yes, it's on concrete pad.
Traveling right there, doing good, saving up to come back there.
Hey, I tell you, a lot of guys are arriving now. Mr. Tom Shipman's in town. High five to Mr. Tom Shipman. He's in town. He made it from U.S. from California. So welcome, Tom Shipman. Quite a few guys are arriving. Um, they're so happy to be here. I've not heard from them.
James Adventures. After I get there, can call me Talapia Jim.
Tilapia Jim.
I'm going to start a tilapia farm.
Are you? Good for you. Good for you. Tilapia is a good source of income also. Most people love tilapia. This one loves tilapia. She'd rather have tilapia than any other fish. That's her favorite fish is tilapia. For me, I'll eat anything as Ruth prepares it anyway. And R can cook too. But Ruth is a great cook as far as food's concerned. She has a lot of I don't know dishes that really are really up to speed, and I really like that.
Barry, did you buy the Suzuki van? How much?
I bought the Suzuki van for 5,000 peso. $5,000. I paid $5,000 for a used 150,000 miles from Japan every wagon, the Suzuki every wagon with each side automatic doors, which are not wired up. They messed up, but everything else works on it fine. It has the automatic windows and the mirrors and all the features. It has the radio. We put a radio in at the touch screen and we watch movies going down the road. Bluetooth, answer phone calls, Bluetooth. There's a lot of features in that van. Nice aircon. It does really good on gas. I can't complain by gas. We went from here to CDO. It's about 100 miles, but going up the mountain grades, really high mountains. We got I burn about 9 liter, 10 liter out of that thing going there and back. I burn a little more than that because we went elsewhere. So about 10 liter going 100 miles.
Traveling writer. All this talk of concrete reminds me of a discussion with my fiance about the room we are adding on to her parents.
Ah, so a lot of times it's up to you. Where I'm at, where I live, my situation, I would never build again. If I can't buy it in a box or buy some other way of building or wood or steel, what we're going to do is we're going to use the concrete to put concrete posts in, and I'm going to build upstairs, but it's all going to be steel and hardy board. It's going to be steel and hardy board. It's going to be with a steel or plastic roof. It's going to be the plastic, the real new heavy duty plastic for roofing now. And I'm not going to use any concrete other than the forms to build that. Everything's going steel. I bought 20 length, 2-inch by 2-inch steel for $3. So steel, now it's time to get it before it goes up because people are still using a lot of block and wood. Wood's going to be hard to find here in the future. A lot of people are using the cocoa wood. But honestly, it's really kind of hard to build things here without concrete. But I'm going steel route this next time.
I don't even know if octane boosters are available in DZF.
Tim D, you know what? I did find some at Handyman, and I mistakenly paid 900 peso for it, which is $18, and I'm really not happy about it. I really mistakenly did that wrong, and I'm really not happy I bought that. And it did help my car. Yes, there was no ping, ping, ding, ding. It's octane. It's the octane in it. And it just did phenomenal. Well, when you crank a motor and you can't hear it running, that's a good sign. So I cranked it up, and I said, I cranked my car. Is it not running? And I'm sitting on top of the motor. When those Suzukis, you're sitting on top of the motor. I can't hear it running. When I put that octane booster in there, I couldn't hear the car running. So it worked really good. I'm not paying 900 again. They do. I bought, it was, I don't know, some STP brand, and I paid too much, but they do have it. They do have them.
Charles Hochstadt. I joined the Iglesia ni Cristo Church, not baptized yet.
Oh, awesome. Good for you. High five. High five. Congratulations to that. And I'm happy for you. That's really nice. It's really nice.
That's a good thing that people are busy with loved ones.
Yes. There are a lot of guys here that are arriving that, yeah, they're taking the time to spend the time with the family and instead of visiting an old American like me or saying hey. But some are saying hey through Facebook, and it's nice. It makes it nice.
Ruben
Hmm?
Gillet or Gillet?
I don't know. Ruben, good morning. Vancouver, Canada. How you doing, Ruben? Welcome. Welcome on our stream today. Thank you so much.
Traveling writer, 5,000 pesos for a car with wheels or without?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I paid $5,000 for it. A used car here is expensive, and you find yourself spending a little more than you want to spend for it. They can get out of hand. A new car, you know, you can buy a new car for $10,000. A new car, $10,000, $12,000. But for me, this was okay for me, even though it's used. If I get 5-10 years out of it, I'm okay with that. Really, if you think about it, you guys got to realize I've been to CDO 5 times in it already. 5. And I've been all over in that thing. We went to K's on it twice this week. No, once this week. Once last week. We've been all over in that thing.
Barry, Suzuki vehicles are rated very high for reliability.
It's a turbo, and when I'm going up a grade, to be honest with you, it's only 66 horse in that thing. When I'm going up a grade and the trucks are lugging down and even the things are lugging down, I kick in that turbo, I pass everybody like they're just standing still. And you could hear that turbo whistling wide up the grade. Or I'm doing, 40 kilometer, it kicks it up to 60, 70 kilometer. No worries, no problem. It'll climb the grades in that thing. And it loaded. I had 5 people in it. Oh, 7. 7, counting me and Mama.
Traveling writer. Yeah, I just want to add on to be wood, but she says concrete. So
yeah. Another thing you can do is, to be honest with you, honestly, if you can add steel into that and get a local welder. We have a welder in our family. He's outside building something for Ruth. We have a local welder that does an excellent job. And I would not be afraid to add steel to your roof instead of wood, because you're going to find that maybe termites might attack that wood. We got termites in that house over there because of the wood we used.
John Fair's Gold Panning School.
Good morning, John.
James Adventures near putting together our new apartment in Kidapawan. I think I got lucky to find that place. 7,000 budget, sofa set, dressers, and all the kitchen stuff. Too many window, looks like 10 sets of curtains. LOL.
Oh, wow. Good for you. That's really good. That's really good. And, congratulations to you. High five to you on that. High five. Hi, Mama. How you do? Good. Oh, you're on the stream too. Oh, she's on the stream too.
Traveling writer. Car no run, car is silent. Good price you get.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Some said I paid about 500 or 1,000 too much, but honestly, it's the every wagon best edition. In other words, it's got everything on there.
Latest.
Yeah, it's the latest version. In other words, it has automatic windows. Each door opens and closes. It has the fog lights. The windows go up and down on the sliding doors. It's really nice.
In Davao, it's 380, 390.
Yeah, in Davao, they're 6,000 to 7,000, 8,000 for that van. So we got a deal here in town, Japan Surplus, and they made us a deal on it. They tried to wire the doors, but they're just not familiar with it, and they were honest about it. And I said, well, okay, knock off $500 and we'll call it a deal. And they did. They knocked off $500 and they called it a deal. I said, that's fine, because I'll take that $500 and have somebody else wire it. We could probably, it's not, well, what's the problem? I have to open it with my hand? Big deal. So it was fine.
Barry, do you rebuild the engines on the Suzuki as well as the body?
Yeah, they do. They
Okay.
no, they don't. They, as you know, they chop it. They cut it off in the middle and cut it off at the top. There's three pieces, so they add on the middle and then add on the top, and they weld it. And but when they weld it back, there's no, you can't tell that they even were taken apart. The motors are original motors, and they're not rebuilt. No, you have to make sure that the motor is sound. Most people will let you take it overnight. They let me take that one. I did not take it. I just had my mechanic look at it. It's just fine. Somebody said they thought maybe it's only 3 cylinders, 66 horse, but it'll do, 60, 70, 80, no problem, miles per hour. And I'm not going over that on these roads with the motorcycles coming up down the roads. So honestly, it's a good deal for me.
James Adventure, test your driving skill. Take van to Manila, LOL.
Oh man, I know. I tested my driving skills heading to CDO. I'll just be honest with you. It's a hassle. I have everybody in the van help me. I said, make sure you keep an eye on what's there. I have all the mirrors, all the attachments, but still, driving here is completely different. Until I get my feet wet. So they help me along, and now I can maneuver around without their help. Only on certain occasions I would ask for the help. It's got a backup camera in it. When you back up at the camera, you can see behind you. It has all the features that anyone wants. It has the frosters, the aircon. It goes on mommy's side if you want it, and goes on my side if I want it, or both sides. It's got a lot of features to it. Radio in the front, radio in the back. Like I said, I added the radio in there, and it has availability that I can Bluetooth. I can watch movies. We watch movies.
Share your phone.
Yeah, and share my phone to that. We watch Netflix on this, so it's on the car. So we do that.
Ruben, hey, how is it going? I'm heading to Norzagaray, Bulacan, Philippines, end of September.
Awesome! High five! Congratulations to you for that.
Traveling writer, I would love to get a car there, but where my fiance lives, we can just walk everywhere
Yeah,
we need.
yeah. I debated whether I needed a car or not. To be honest with you, for years, I bought one. It was used and it was not good. This one, I made sure that I tried to make sure it was going to be good for me. I really didn't think I needed a car. The only reason I need a car is where I live. I have to take a bus, and the bus is, because of the COVID situation, I was not able to get on the bus and maintain. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard riding the bus now. So it cost me $25 to go to CDO and back. That's what I spent in gas.
Patrick Dolan, do they sell those Chinese cars there?
They do. They do. You can actually buy Chinese cars. Yes, you can. They have only 1 or 2 models that I've seen. Okay. There's no dealerships other than Toyota and Ford, and you got to drive half an hour, 40 minutes to get to one, or 2 hours. Ford, there's a Ford dealership. I think it shut down. Toyota is out of cars. You don't think the Philippines has money? They have a lot of money here. There's a lot of rich here. And they ran out of cars, and right now the showroom's empty. It's been empty for about 3 months. So high five, Mr. Mitch Brumwell. Thank you for coming on. How you doing, Mitch? Thank you for the super chat.
Traveling writer, her dad is an architect, so I trust his ideas better
Oh.
than my country ideas.
Yeah, probably. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. He probably knows what he's doing, right? Yeah.
John Fairs, I am still planning on coming there for a visit, but I think I will need to stop in Costa Rica first.
Well, I tell you what, John Fairs, never let the situation get you down enough that you cannot change, and stay forth and stay positive and don't worry about it. Because you know what? That situation that happened, it happens to all of us. It happened to me. That situation happened to you, happened to me. Except I was into probably 50, 60, 70, 80,000 peso. So don't worry. There's plenty of people, whether Costa Rica or here, it doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy.
John Fairs, here in Canada, we call potholes the Great Lakes.
I got to tell you, we're coming down the mountain. The pavement ends. Ask R what happened. And it goes down into gravel.
Mm.
I slid. Here.
It was
Going down the mountain.
so scary.
Because the van, you're going down the mountain and that thing comes down the mountain and you're sitting there and there's no road. It goes down, it went down about, I would say 18 inches, maybe 2 feet. So the van, imagine a car, it bottomed out. There was nobody on the road and I'm coming down. I see it at the last second. So I slammed on my brakes and we slid down over the top of that. And it scared me. I was afraid I was going to flip the van. Luckily, the ground was even where I fell. If it was off even, I would have flipped the van.
Traveling writer, I will drive a wide load through LA here before I drive in Manila.
Yeah, amen to that. Yeah. A wide load in Manila. Oh, man. I don't know how they do it here.
Charles Suchtat, hit the light. Hit the light.
Hit the
Are
lights.
your fingers broken? Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Omodi, greetings. Your videos have been quite useful to me for the past 2 years. Thank you. Your daughter is very fluent and reads very well.
Thank you, Omer. Is it Omer?
Omodi, no?
Oh, Omo D. I'm so... Well, honey, I can't see the thing. It's Daddy's phone is little. Omo! Thank you. Sorry, I apologize for mispronouncing your name. I apologize.
Tom, have you seen a lot of tourists yet?
Yes. I saw quite a few coming in from China at the Bureau.
James Adventures.
Oh, James. Thank you. High five. Thank you for the super chat. I'll give her ice cream. Ice cream? She gets ice cream? I'll give her ice cream. Jim Christie, good morning. High five.
It does not show here.
Well, it's okay, darling. It's just late.
Charles said, okay, I did it. Sorry that damned honey badger has got me down again, 3rd time.
What? You got it again? Man, stay. Oh, man. Stay safe. Stay safe. That will get you sick.
Jim Christie, hey Tom, are COVID tests needed for domestic flights?
Yeah, you got to get that. That PR test, 48 hours or 72 hours for a flight. I think it's 48 hours for a flight. What's 72? You might check with the airlines. They're going to make sure you can get them at the airport. They have them there available. You have to pay for them. They're 1,200 peso here. So if you're going to fly out here, they're going to charge you $24 for one. You need one for yourself and one for your whomever, each one. So you have to plan for that. So yeah, you have to get that test. But and I suggest, guys, take one flight, with 18 hours or whatever it is. In other words, fly one airplane, like Philippine Airlines, the Cebu Airlines, whatever's flying out of the major airports, New York or LAX. Just one flight straight out, because it saves you from going through the hassle. If you get off the plane and change planes, they may ask you to take another test. If you change planes in Tokyo or wherever. It had happened to my friend. They said they got all that resolved, but I'm not really quite sure that will ever be resolved. So just take one line if you can get the rate. James, answer me this. You took 2, right? Did you have to have 2 tests? You can answer that question for me right there.
Jack Redman, my favorite fish so far is lapu-lapu. What's yours?
A tilapia.
Yeah.
Tilapia is mine. Do you like lapu-lapu? Mommy's milkfish.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
But I've heard.
Okay.
And yeah, I think we've had it, but I just didn't know that was it. John Fairs, yes, 3rd time lucky.
Oh, be safe. Whatever you're doing, stop doing it. Stop doing what you're doing. You're catching that. I'm kidding, but it's true.
Charles Sasha, your daughter has really grown.
Amen.
What's that, DHE, or is that the...
Hold on, darling.
read screen?
Really grown. Yeah, she has grown up great. She is 13 going on 25.
No, I'm not.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're 13 going on 25. Yes, you are.
Daddy, don't.
I love teasing her. So she don't like Daddy teasing her. If I call her my baby daughter, she don't like that. She's not a baby no more. She is 13 going on 14. She's an adult. Okay.
Okay. James Adventures. Christy, my Filipina, and 2 kids just flew from Manila to Mindanao. No COVID test required.
Okay. Good. Good. How about you, James? Did you fly in? Did you take 2 different airlines? And would you take one like Philippine Airlines? Did you have to debark the plane and get on another plane? Did they require another test for you? Some of the guys are asking me that question, and I don't have an answer for because I'm not flying anywhere. So I'm asking the guys that, and I meant to ask Tom Shipman, and I forgot. It just arrived. I just forgot to ask him.
Traveling writer, that reminds me, have you heard of anyone testing negative when living there and what happened to them?
Yes, I have, and they stick you in quarantine. They have. They stick you in quarantine. My friend came in, tested positive, then tested negative, and I said it's a false. They did another test, cost them some more money. Come to find out, he caught it somewhere along the lines. I don't know how that happens. What do I know? I'm ignorant in that situation. But they quarantined him for 7 days. He got out in 5.
Barry, can you drive to Davao from your home? How
Yes,
many
I can.
hours?
Davao is about 122 miles as the road travels. It would take me about 3 hours to get there. Maybe 2 hours if I don't stop.
Okay.
Really, honestly, 2 hours I can get there. Bus takes 2.5, 3.5 hours depending on their stops. They'll stop and try to fill up the bus. So they'll stop and they'll try to fill it up, and they will be there for, honestly, they can be there for 30, 40 minutes a stop, and they got 2, 3 of those. So it can take a while. And they're maniacs.
Jan Fairs, One Health pass 3 days for before, then the PCR 2 days before, and then fly direct to. That is
There you go. Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Tim Diziak, there are very few tourists here in Angeles City area yet. The walking street has dead Thursday night.
Yeah, they are slightly coming in. The reason I said that is I was looking at CDO and I was looking at the passports that were stacked on her desk, and I asked, "What are those?" And she said, "These are tourists that come in from China." And I said, "That many?" And there was a stack this tall in CDO lady, and she said, and she turned around, and I turned, and she said, "Look behind me." And I looked behind. There was like 10 stacks of passports and papers to be processed on the desk right behind her. I said, "Those have to be processed." She says, "Yeah, they need to be processed today." I said, "So if you're crabby, I understand why." She goes, "You have no idea." Then I get somebody coming in and it's angry at me for what? I can't help. I just do my job. So,
That is Tim Diziak.
Tim D's here. Tim D's
Oh,
here.
so it's Angeles. It's not Angeles. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Traveling writer. I've had it twice, and the last time I had it, work
Oof.
told me they can't accept the IPCR for me to come back to work since the test gives false positives.
Uh, I don't have an answer to that. I'm terribly sorry about that, man. That is weird.
How far are you from Coronadal? I will be there April 21st.
Where is that at, honey? Isn't that over? Is that over by Palawan?
I don't know where
We
that
don't know
is.
where that is. We're in. I tell you where we're at. This will give you an idea. We're in between Davao and Mindanao. And we're in Mindanao. We're in between Davao and CDO. If you look at Davao, this coast, and go all the way across to Mindanao, we're in between, and CDO's on the other coast. So it's like Florida, east west. So I'm in between that, over by Valencia City and Malaybalay in the mountains. And where I'm at is I'm in the center, so it's easy for me to get to those 2 cities. I've not been to Davao yet because Davao is more busier than CDO and her school.
It's in South Cotabato.
Oh, it's in Cotabato. Okay, okay, it's close. It's not far. Well, it's about 2.5, 3 hours for me by car.
Um, James Adventures, not there yet, Tom, but I'm going to fly direct to avoid any chance of
Okay,
getting too
okay,
quarantined.
okay. I thought you were here. Sorry about that, James. Sorry about that.
Traveling writer, I've heard you have to use one airline to get there. If you use two, they turn you away at immigration. Not sure if it's still the same, but that's what I heard for first arrivals on February 10th.
They had what they did. They were turning them away because they did not have the second test done when they got off the plane. What had happened? The planes were arriving from Tokyo or Taipei or wherever they were arriving from, and when they changed planes, the airlines did not have him take another test. So when they arrived here to the Philippines, it says, "Where is your test from your originating flight?" Well, they're giving them a test originating from USA, Canada, wherever they're from. And it caused a big conflict here in the Philippines. Like, oh, no, 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 no. You've got to have a PCR test on the flight that you just changed planes on. You can't just hop a plane and get on another plane and everything okay. You were at the airport and stayed there for 6 to 8 to 10, 12 hours. Or now they put a limitation. I think it's 12 hours. Anything under 12 hours of layover, you're okay. But man, I'm like anybody else. I don't trust. It's like when I was coming here, they had the bullet scam. I don't trust. I prepared for everything. Just be prepared. If you can take a airline, a single flight, you're better off. Just avoid the conflict. Take your test, come straight in. If you have to take it, just make sure you get with your airlines because it costs. I know why, man. I would do it. I change planes. If it's $500, I'd change planes. But the thing of it is make sure you have you get with the airlines. Make sure that you have a test or buy a test or something. We can take it on the plane with you. I don't know. I don't even know how those tests are done. I have no idea because I'm not traveling.
Barry, would it be worth it to come there and buy a Suzuki than drive to Davao?
It would be better to buy. There is a place called Surplus TV. Surplus TV in Davao is the best place to buy those vans. The guy there is really nice. He will help you along, Barry. It's called Surplus TV online. Go on his channel. He will help you, and you can actually get some good deals from him. And he's really a good guy. He's a young guy, but they sell hundreds of those. Hundreds a week. Surplus TV, check them out, and you get it from him. Save your money.
Traveling writer, I was wondering since I'm trying to stay for 30 days and if I can't get a negative to get back here, what?
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, traveling writer. Don't worry about that. Listen, there are always extenuating circumstances. If you're in a situation like that, the Bureau of Immigration will work with you on that. They're not going to say, okay, well, you got to get well. It's your fault, this, that, and other. Believe me. If you get here and you're tested negative when you're coming out of there, they will work with you on it.
John Fairs, I have shirts for my channel now, so send me an email with your address and I will send RR a shirt.
Okay, John.
Thank you.
I sure will. Hey, tell him when he sends you shirt, send some gold with it.
Daddy.
Yeah. Tell him. I need nuggets about this big, about 3 of them. Tell him. Hey, he went panning the other day, down by the river there where he lives. He got gold. He's got gold. I'm talking gold.
I want gold.
About 200. I don't know how much is there. I'm only going to guess, maybe 100. But I seen a pan where he said he got $200 out of it. Can you imagine?
I want to go panning with him.
Can you imagine going panning? That's our son out there. Hear him?
James Adventures. The only thing between Tom and me is Mount Apo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's Mount Apo.
Traveling writer. Yeah, it's all good. I had it in the beginning and they couldn't tell me if I had it or the flu, and had it last month for 3 days, and I had the Omicron.
Oh, wow. I tell you, that's something else. This really makes it tough. I'm sorry.
Traveling writer, yeah, it's overly complicated. It's why I'm getting my company to let me drive the truck to LA and just fly direct from LAX to Manila.
That is the best. To be honest with you, people really hate LAX. It don't bother me. I've flown in and out of there many times. I love LAX. To be honest with you, I like it better than JFK. Let me just say that. I love LAX compared to JFK.
Jim Aller, hi.
Hey Jim, good to see you, my friend. High
Jim
five.
Jim Aller, the only direct flight I know from USA to Manila, Philippines is out of Los Angeles, California at LAX.
And you know what? You're possibly right there. I did see a flight the other day. Philippine Airlines are flying into JFK now? Question mark. I saw an airline. I went on one of the cheapo airs, and they had Philippine Airlines flying 18-hour flight, and it was for $800 flying out of there to the Philippines round trip and staying 3 months.
Traveling writer, I'm going to fly on Paul and
Yeah.
possibly get the test
Yeah.
at LAX or ATCBS, but that's to be determined until I have things in order.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, Michael and Heidi, good morning. I think a lot of times you'll find that when you're traveling, especially on some of these airlines, they always change. Like you're flying out of here, flying out of there. To me, it's like and they're all bidding for dollars now. All of us are looking for dollars. And
Mikey Mason.
Mickey Mason,
Oh,
Mickey.
Mickey.
Okay, Mikey, you call him Mikey. Maybe it is Mikey. I call him Mickey. Mikey, Mickey. He don't care. Hi, Mickey. Mikey.
Barry, I don't see surplus TV. Should
Okay, Barry. Yeah.
put the link?
R's gonna put the link in there. So she'll put the link in there for you.
This one?
Yeah, Surplus TV. She's faster on the phone than I am. Eh, she'll put the link in there for you so you can have it and you can get a. Yeah. Michael and Heidi, God bless you too, man. Archie, good morning. There it is. Surplus TV. Click that link, and you can get that. Go there and look at all the vans they have to offer. They bring them in, and you can actually pre-order a van. Tell them to your specifications what color. In our case, we had no choice. We had to do it the color it was required, which was white. I guess it's how the country code was at that time. I don't know. But anyway, we had to get white, so it's white.
Traveling writer. I hope so. It would be nice if they stop requiring the test since they are unreliable.
Yeah, they're not reliable.
Yeah, I cannot say that word.
Say it again. Reliable.
Reliable.
There you go. You're welcome, Barry.
Unreliable as the
Yeah.
CDC has said. But yeah, money.
They are.
money,
They are.
money.
Listen. Exactly. It's like going in the supermarket, and they tell you can only buy one can of something. When you buy one, get one free, right? It's a mess.
John Fairs, I will try to sneak in a small bit of gold, but I think they would open the package and steal it in transit.
Yeah, but first time I arrived here, they opened my bag and took the wedding bands that I had for Ruth. Took my shoes. Took what else was it? A few other expensive items and closed it back up and sealed it. So I lost a few $1,000s there.
Mickey Mason, good morning, Tom and family. You'll have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Mikey.
He said he found it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
John Fairs, on an average day, I make about $50 an hour gold.
Oh, look at that. See that? $50 an hour. RR said, I'll go panning for gold for $50 an hour. Could you imagine 50 times 6 hours, 8 hours?
How much is $50?
2.5. 2,500 peso per hour times 6 hours. Look at she's figuring it out. So could you imagine?
I wanna do that.
I know they do it here, but I don't know anything about that.
Traveling writer. I haven't been to many airports and I am biased, but I look but I like George Bush in host.
Houston? Yeah.
Oh,
That's okay. You're learning the words. Houston.
Houston. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Houston. It's okay. You can always listen. Daddy will never critique you on words, but you sure critique Daddy on them.
Daddy, why
It's true.
are you
It's true though. Am I right?
talking about me? It's your live stream.
Okay. My daughter's perfect.
Yeah, I am. No. No one's perfect. No.
Oh,
No one's perfect, Daddy.
exactly. Except
Except me.
yeah.
No.
There's a guy saying, "Pray for the Lord to me. Help me with my family here." This one.
Oh, I cut my hair.
Yeah, Mommy cut her hair.
Yeah.
It was down to her labut, and she wanted it cut. Okay.
Yeah, but I wanted it here now.
Oh. Okay. You want to look like boy?
Daddy, it
Okay.
does not mean you have short hair. You're a boy.
See?
Michael and Heidi, God bless Tom and Ruth and RR.
Thank you, Michael and Heidi. Hey, Michael, tell Heidi, go back to Amazon, look online, and buy a bunch of stuff today. Ruth laughed so hard about that. Michael said one time in a comment, I have to stay a little longer here because Heidi is a little bit more accustomed now to Amazon and to these other places.
I would be too.
Yeah. RR is funny today. I know. Look at her. Look.
No, because look my
I see
my
it. Oh, I know.
hairline.
Yeah, I know.
It's really weird.
Pay attention to the live stream.
Yeah, I am. Archipelago.
Huh?
Archipelago of forests.
Yeah, Andy.
Andy.
It says,
Archie.
Archie. Pedro.
Pelago.
Okay. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. It's a little writing.
He said thank you.
You're so welcome.
James Adventures, stay safe. God bless 3 months and 20 days. I'm on my way.
Good, James. We got a light on for you, so when you arrive, the light will be on. Was that Motel 6?
John Fairs, your hair looks very nice. Yeah, it is. Daddy,
They don't say anything about my hair.
that's what you do to your hair.
Yeah.
You look like that.
Yeah.
Yuck. Ew. That's gross. Tim Diziak, RR is too funny. I'm always funny.
Yeah, she's funny, all right. Try to get her to do her homework.
Sogo Hotel. What's a Sogo?
Well, I don't know. I can't see it, darling.
Huh?
Sogo Hotel. Oh, Sogo, it's a hotel. Yeah. Sogo Hotel. It's a hotel, darling.
Traveling writer, not meaning to go into it much, but as unvaccinated, unvaccinated are lesser people now, and it sucks even if you have natural health. Just hope this is temporarily a thing either way.
Yeah, I understand. Listen, if I had a choice, my choice would have been different. I didn't have a choice because I had to go. I had to go. The Bureau of Immigration said I needed to go. I got to get a new MBI, even though I've been here for a period of time. My visa under the requirement said that I had to go get a new MBI because it's past the 5 years. So I have to go get a new MBI. Just take it back and that's it. Well, I got to turn in some more forms again. They make you kind of like resubmit.
Traveling writer, Motel 6. I haven't seen those commercials
I
since
know.
I was a kid.
I know. Isn't that something? I saw one the other day watching a show, and there was one on Motel 6.
John Fairs, gold panning and gold mining is a very hard work. It is not for the faint of heart.
Exactly. People don't really realize you got to not only embrace the cold, you embrace the heat and everything else, and you got to really know what you're doing with that, or you'd be sitting out there all day not knowing. You need to be taught by someone that's knowledgeable to even think about doing something like that. It's like a mechanic. You're going to tear apart a motor that you never tore apart before? Not really. But a somebody seasoned and knows how to look for the gold, it can be highly valuable. I had a neighbor, an old man down the street. He lived in an old hut. He had an outhouse. He actually owned all the land at one time where we lived. And he used to go panning at the creek right there where he lived, and he would get gold out of there. And we would sit and watch him, and he would teach us. And of course, we were young and we were trying to learn, and we couldn't get the rolling of the water just right. We, as kids. But I wish I paid more attention back in the day. I would be panning.
Jim Alner, well, Tom, at least you got hair.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got some. It's kind of maybe over here a little light going here in the top, but it's okay. It's okay. You know what I mean?
It looks like it's.
What?
That way. Look, see?
Yeah, my hair's, that's the way it was cut. Mommy didn't cut it this time. We had a barber cut it. Mommy does a better job.
Traveling right there. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it, but are they going door to door now for everyone's convenience?
For checking the badges and things? Is that what you're asking? Let's see, where's that at, darling? Yeah, I don't want to get too much into it, but are they going to door for everyone's? No, they're not doing anything. Nobody's doing anything anywhere.
What's that?
Vaccine cards, vaccines. Nobody cares.
You have to go.
But you have to have. Nobody cares. Now they don't care if you're vaccinated or not. Only to get into the malls, you have to show a vaccine card and a QR code. Only to get into supermarkets, you have to show a QR code and a vaccine card. If you don't have those, you can't get in the store. If you don't have those, you can't get into any mall in the Philippines. My wife is just so busy.
Yes. Tim Dizia. Tom Baudet.
Yeah, do Baudet. Yeah, Tom Baudet. Leave the light on. Yeah, exactly. We'll leave the light on for you. Exactly.
Traveling. Oh no. John Fairs. I have my Explorer's badge and top prospector ticket.
Explorer badge. Boy Scouts.
I was a Girl Scout.
Yeah. How long did you last in Girl Scouts?
2 years.
2 years. I wish you were back in it again.
No. From first grade to fifth grade.
Yeah, they kind of make you go into Girl Scouts here. You have no choice.
No, you have choice, man.
You do?
But if your parents allows you to go, because remember my classmate?
Yeah.
Norjana?
Yeah.
I know her, and parents did not let her go
Join.
to Girl Scout, but on fifth grade they allowed her.
Yeah. Well, I'd like our join that stuff. It's good for them.
Because you have to pay.
It's okay.
Traveling right there. Yeah, it's one of the reason I've been waiting to go back there, since logically I have protection since I have had it.
Yeah.
I gotta do what I gotta.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to listen to your conversation. When you do that, it's not registering here. Okay. Daddy don't know what the words are saying.
No, because
okay, darling. You just read.
they use words I don't know.
Well, quit looking at your face and pay attention right there, darling. Read the next one. Okay.
Face.
All right. Read the next one.
Traveling right there.
Amen. Praise the
No,
Lord, Daddy.
the vaccine. I've heard it in the Philstar a few days ago, and the comments were colorful and great, to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah.
John Fairs. I meant I have my prospectors.
Oh, scientists and geologists.
And geologist badge, as well as top prospector ticket for my province here in Canada.
Ogre, are you still on, or did you leave? If Ogre is here, I want to ask him if he has his geologist license. If you have to have a geologist license, do you have to have a license to pan for gold? Can anybody just go panning? Hey, Mitch.
Tom and RR, thanks for doing LS. We'll watch the rest after driving home from Fern, capital of the world. Tom.
If you go down Washington Street, there at the Fern capital there in Pearson, if you make a right on Washington, on East Washington, not West, head down that road and you see a big white house. That was mine at one time. It's on the right, about 2 miles down on the right, Mr. Mitch. My old house I used to live in.
Is that a fern? This.
It's called the fern capital of the world. It's where they do ferns and they ship them all throughout the world. Ferns for flowers. They get them here.
Fern, yeah.
Yeah, they get them here from there.
Traveling writer. I was in Boy Scouts for
Yeah.
a year, but I have always have issue with authorities, so I can last long.
I understand that, man. I had that too. I had that problem for myself. Yeah, Mitch, Pearson, Florida. I had a house there. It was owned by the postal, the manager post office there, and I bought it from her for 165 back in the day, and it came with 5 acres of land and fern, and so I had kept the fern going and grew all the eucalyptus and all the other stuff, and made a little income off of it for 6 years. Sold it, made a profit, and bought me an RV.
Hi, Gary T.
Oh, Gary T. Hello. How you doing, Gary T? Welcome.
Greetings from San Francisco,
Yes.
California.
Yes.
You got a good
Mitch.
assistant with you. Where is Omer? Where is Mrs. Ruth?
Mrs. Ruth is outside. We have a family member here making a box for the van, seats for the back. And Ruth is outside helping him. With Omer. And me and RR is here, my baby daughter. And she's my baby daughter.
Just say daughter.
No, my daughter, which is a baby to me.
No.
Which is a baby to me. R, when you were here, you were only this big.
Daddy, there's no one that big.
You were this big, honey. To Daddy, you were this big. You remember that?
Daddy,
when you stood up, remember you slump over like this? You remember you slump over like this?
I was in like your hips, but I was not that.
Okay, I'll show you up to my knee. Let me, Daddy, will
my
show you.
Knee.
Daddy's knee. Daddy's knee.
No.
You remember that?
Daddy's.
Stop telling stories. Okay.
John Fierce. Here in Canada, anyone can get recreational panning.
Yeah, recreational panning. Yeah. Thank you, Mitch.
But on private land or claims, you need permission and a permit.
Okay. Thank you, Mitch, for sharing that. God bless everyone. Thank you so much, Mitch. Yeah, John Fair, Mitch just shared your link.
No, wait.
Okay, no, wait. Okay. I don't know what she's doing. All right, I went Jim here. Let's see here. What did I get to?
Here.
Okay.
I went to Fort San Diego maybe 2 years ago. I did see a troop of Boy Scouts also from San Francisco.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mitch, Tom, can I share John?
Yeah. Jim Allner. What does he say? Oh, that's Jim. Okay.
I'd love to go to Florida to get out of the weather going up to Chicago, but company says no, you're going.
I tell you what, it is cold. I don't know how you guys drive those trucks. In some of the weather you guys drive them in. You guys, a good friend of mine's Pennsylvania trucker. He has his own channel too, and was making a run from like Florida up north somewhere all the time. And he gets some cold areas, man. Whew, too cold for me.
Gary T.
The
Hilos vlog was interesting. Is there a
practitioner
in your area?
I got to tell you something. That guy hurt me more than helped me. My arm, I can still barely lift it. So he didn't help me, but he helped Ruth. And he helped everybody else in the family, but me is not so much. But I'll get it worked out. I can barely lift my arm.
I keep going from Laredo to Chicago.
Oh, Laredo to Chicago. Okay, that's a wow. Okay, is that Laredo? Where's that? Is that Laredo, Texas, or where's that out of?
Are you in Pathfinders in Girl Scout?
Yeah, in Girl Scouts.
What's Pathfinders?
Pathfinders is a group. That's what it's called. Isn't that what it's called? Your Girl Scouts, Pathfinders. Yeah, Pathfinders. Yes.
All I know is we cook from scratch, and we like we start it by, what's that, stone?
Yeah, stone. Uh-huh. Did
Yeah.
that work?
No, so we used a match. And then like we would have to like cook rice on a like sachet for like milk powder,
Okay.
and then cook egg on that. So yeah.
I remember staying at the school overnight and things like that. We would visit her during the night, and of course, all the families were there. One thing about Filipino, they will never leave their child unattended at any age, even at 18. They will be with their child no matter what. She's doing the Pathfinder, so's the parent. The child goes to school, so does the parent. The parent never leaves. They stay outside in the back of the school, and they sit there and wait till the child gets out of school. That's the way it is here in the Philippines. You have to get used to it. When I came here, Ruth did not have to go to RR because she's old enough that she could maintain herself. She's just always on the phone calling Ma, 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 Ma. That was her phone call. Ma, Ma, can I go? Ma, can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? That was.
Can you?
It was like every day, sometimes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day.
Jen Ferris, you find me a good wife, and I will teach everyone prospecting when I get there.
Okay.
Prospecting.
We'll find you a good wife. High five to Mr.
My favorite
YouTuber. High five. High five. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. We really appreciate it. God bless you. Thank you.
My favorite YouTuber, watching from Bakersfield,
Oh, Bakersfield,
California.
California. Oh, man. I love Bakersfield, California. I love Bakersfield, California. I could live there. Can't afford it, but I could live there.
Archipelago.
Yeah.
It was not easy, but I dieted until I was no longer overweight. I wanted to enjoy that over in the Philippines.
You know what? You know what, my friend? I understand exactly what you're saying. I did the same thing. I came here, but I did gain some weight here. I'm at probably 100. I'm at 245, 250 pounds of weight. I need to lose some weight. It's hard here because of the rice, the foods. I can't get the salads. I can't get a lot of the stuff, so it's really hard for me. I mean, I'm eating rice and stuff last night because there's just hard to find the foods.
Are you interested in learning to ride the scooter? If so, would you want your mom or dad to teach you? I ride, but daddy does not know because mommy, actually, I ride it on my own. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so
Your mother told me.
in the night I would go home like that. Here, like that. So I know how to ride because I know how to ride a bike.
The but really the thing that I would never let her get on the highway with it. And I was really fearful to get her mother on the highway with it. And I'm glad I pulled Mama off the highway. Why? Why do you think I'm happy Mommy got off the highway, R?
She got in an accident.
That's right.
But it was
Not her fault.
yeah, and
It's like a car accident. Same thing. It's not her fault. But I'd rather be in a car than in a motorcycle or on a motorcycle trying to fight that, you know?
John Ferris, you need a ferro rod, 3 pitch, and some fluff from your socks, and you get instant fire.
See? It's a rod.
It's a ferro rod.
A ferro rod is it's a rod that you hit for spark and it gives spark, and you do something light, cotton or something, or cotton ball or something light, like he said, from a sock, and it will catch fire. You start a fire. It's a rod. It's a ferro rod. It's a rod. You spark. You do the same thing with flint rock. I used to do the same as a kid. Or this.
Oh yeah, in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then you like.
Mm-hmm. But if you're in and it's gray skies, can you still start one? I don't know. I don't think so.
Michael and Heidi, that will be a cool experience for Ruth and Nora when you come to the States. Plus, if you are in a bigger city, you can almost get anything from Amazon Prime delivered to you the same day. LOL, Lazada on steroids.
Yeah, you know, we're actually saving money for that trip.
Yeah.
We really are. We're really working hard on saving money and making sure we have all our P's and Q's. We know this is going to cost a lot. And I know really, could I live there on the money that I'm receiving? Yeah. Could I live there? Well, maybe, maybe not, but maybe. Because I'm only receiving a small pension and my Social Security. But could I? I probably could. I'd have to really watch P's and Q's. It's not like, well, you got to go there, you got to get a car, right? Then you got to get a place to live. Well, how much is that? Well, even if you rent something, it's going to be $2,000-$3,000 or more. And you buy a car, it's going to be $2,000-$4,000 or more, plus the plane tickets, plus. But I would like to live there for a small period of time, for Ruth to get her feet wet. Ruth really wants to work there, and she really wants to. And could she? Yeah, she's already got 2 job offers already. So could she? Yeah. And I come from that world of how can I say, retail experience environment, and so she could easily get a job. I get her a job somewhere. There's somebody still alive that I can go knock on the door and say, hey, can you give my wife a job? So if they're still alive, hopefully. You go when you're born, you raise, and you go to weddings. When you get old, you go to funerals. Davo Don?
I want to live there.
Yeah, she wants to live there. I want them to experience a little bit better than what's experienced here. Honestly, experiences here are great and fantastic. And it's great to raise a kid here. But the problems, the pitfalls of being here is they don't experience life. You live life. You exist in life here. You're not experiencing life. Sure, you go to waterfalls, you go to water parks and things like that here, but they're not experiencing what life has to offer in other parts of the world. They're not. They say, is that real on TV? Is that real? You mean that's real? You lived in an apartment like that? You mean the town is like that? Yeah. I don't have anything like that here. So they want to experience stuff like that. Snow.
Traveling writer, it's fine when the truck heaters are on, but I was stuck in Oklahoma for 3 days the day before yesterday because the snowstorm and had the truck stuck on the ice an inch thick that I couldn't move out of. That's so cool.
Whoa. Oh. I tell you what, man, I gotta tell you. That's horrible. That's horrible. That I could not deal with it. Can you imagine?
My teeth would shiver.
Do you have food? Yeah, they bring food. That's the reason when they stock up at truck stops, a lot of them have coolers or little fridges you plug in, so they have food for like that.
Yeah, but I can't even do 23 Celsius or
23 Celsius. Yeah, Celsius 20. It's 24 Celsius and they freeze.
Yeah. OBG 64. Hi.
Ah, my friend, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on. Nice to see you. OBG? OBJ?
Laredo or Laredo?
Huh?
Laredo?
OBG? Laredo, yeah. It's in Texas. Yeah.
It's in Texas, the southern border, kissing Mexico, about 4 or so hours from Brownsville.
Ah, Brownsville, Texas. My good friend Claude is moving to Brownsville. He'll be there probably 3 months. Him and his wife, Jessica. I did a video with them the other day. They're good. They're a good couple. They really are sweet. She leaves her slippers outside her car whenever she gets out of the car and go do her things. Well, they've lost a couple pairs of slippers by her doing that. Ruth does the same thing. She stopped doing it. So they went back and her slippers were still there. So they went back, picked up her slippers yesterday.
Jim Alner, Pathfinders is a youth organization similar to Girl Scout and
Oh, SDA.
Is it?
Jim, yeah, Jim is. Jim's SDA. Yeah.
Traveling writer, the pros of motorcycle don't outweigh the cons of motorcycle in my opinion, since too many people pass in motorcycles.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Nasty things.
The Lord has blessed me in many ways, and that was one that I got rid of my motorcycle. I got rid of my shadow. I said I'm not riding this thing anymore. It's not beneficial to me. And I did get these electric bikes because of transportation going to town and back, and they worked really good for a long time.
Traveling writer, avoid the big cities at all costs, in my opinion. Nasty places and crime rates are way too high.
Yes, yes,
Speaking as a country boy.
that's true. If I lived anywhere, it would be over there in Texas. My brother, he lives in Van, Texas. So it would be over there near him or around him, or I'd just move in his house, or I would maybe Florida. I like in Florida. I'm liking Florida. JGBK.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi, Uncle JG.
JGBK. R says, "Where's my first stop?" And we're gonna see Uncle JGBK when we get there.
Traveling writer, I agree with you. I love it there and would love to live there and work here.
I had a friend of mine that said, "Can we come to the Philippines and live and then go back to U.S. and work?" And I said, "You can, as long as you have the work. I don't see why you couldn't. You can do anything you want to do. The sky's the limit." Uh, but Ruth is just really wanting to, I guess, broaden her horizon a little more than what she's doing. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I mean, stuck here every day. We go places, but you can only go to that same place so many times till it becomes old, right? So this next week we're gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna try to get that instigated into our program and go to the mall. It depends on our school. We're staying here because our school, to be honest with you, she needs us sometimes, or we want her to go. I don't want to just go without her.
But you can.
Yeah, but that's not right.
My favorite YouTuber. My wife only needs to see 11 more USA states to see them all. I drove her around USA. In 2018, she's been in USA going on 8 years.
Good for her. Congratulations, man. I tell you what, that's good. That is good. That is really good. I want to take, what I want to take, I got to tell you, I want to take them to the Niagara Falls, the Grand Canyon, of course, where I was born and raised there in Prescott. I want to take her all around Flagstaff and maybe Montezuma Castle, Sedona, and all those places. And then I want to maybe travel into California and help see some of the vineyards and things, even though we don't drink, but it's great for them to see all that. They've not seen anything like that. I mean, they're not going to see that stuff here. So, you can say whatever. The Lord bless the United States of America with the beauty of the way it is there. Whatever troubles happening throughout the world, but He blessed the United States. Yosemite. There's a lot of beautiful places. Heck, even the small state parks. There's one there in De Leon Springs, Florida. You can go and you can cook and make your breakfast right at your table. It's the most beautiful place you've ever been to. There's a river out there. You can natural springs. Really nice.
Traveling. And my favorite YouTuber. I see traveling as a form of education.
It is. It is. It's a form of education. It really is. And I've always looked at it the same way. I wonder where this road would go. I would go down this road. I would be in areas, and I've been all over the United States because of my retail. Retail, IGAs, Super Value, Big Stars, Malone and Hyde. Back in the day, even the Meyer stores up north, top supermarkets, Randy's in California, Ralph's in California.
Archipelago, I saved enough to be a peso millionaire for my trip, but I am not allowed in.
Well, you can come. You're allowed in now. If you're unvaccinated, you have to figure that out.
Tim Diziak, if you want snow and ice, move back to Buffalo and also for the food.
Yes. I tell you what, I would go back to Buffalo to go to Anchor
York?
Bar. Yeah, it's in New York. Buffalo, New York. We'd go to Anchor Bar. I'd go to Anchor Bar. I used to have a stool there with my name on it. But I would go back to Anchor Bar and some of the best food I ever had. Beef on weck. Oof.
I want burger.
Yeah, I want a burger too.
Big burger.
Yeah, I want
in
burger
USA.
too. Now you're making me hungry.
Richie 64. I could definitely get a job working for Ruth. A job working for my daughter in the kitchen at the nursing home. She can She has a big problem finding dependent.
I tell you what, OBG, I tell you what, Ruth would probably take you up on that. She would do it. Never complain. No worries there. Whatever the job is, if it's picking up cleaning pans or cleaning whatever or baking, Ruth has no problem. She was thinking hospitality. She wants, I mean, she has a certificate in hospitality. She actually went to school. Ruth has a couple of great degrees, Filipino degrees in hospitality and other things. And of course her cake baking. There was 2 people offered her a job this last week. Whenever we get there, so I hope they're still available and let her do her thing. I want her to be happy. I want her to be happy. She doesn't know this. I tell her the things I want her to do for her to be happy, not sad. I don't want her to be sad. Even though she thinks sometimes I get on her, but I want her to be happy. Yeah, we're coming for a visit. And we will live there possibly maybe another time or stay, whatever. We're coming for a visit. A month, 2 months. And then we'll figure it out. My favorite YouTuber, hello, Tim D is saying.
Traveling, yeah, big jugs can pull 80 tons up a mountain, but a little water, mud, or tiny bit of ice, and you ain't moving.
Yeah, you ain't moving. You're exactly right.
It was 17 degrees.
17 degrees. Whoa.
Last year, when the blizzard happened, I was stuck up in Kansas City and negative 20.
Yeah. So how's AGBK doing? 20 degrees. That's cold too, man. Cold is cold. To me, it's cold. People say, well, it's 30 below. Well, 30 below is cold, and so is 17 to me.
My favorite YouTuber, my dad used to call them murder cycles.
What does it say? Timothy.
No, traveling rider.
Oh, traveling rider.
If truckers are smart, they stock up on food, and some trucks have fridges built in, but most don't. So I have a Coleman cooler that is 12 volts and chilled for my drinks.
Yeah, Jim Warner lives near Manila.
Oh.
Yeah, Jim's up there. And OBG saying that cake baking is my daughter's part-time hobby. Yeah, Ruth she loves it. She really wants to do it. Would you make Daddy another cup of coffee?
Yeah, Daddy, you're behind that. I'm
behind. Okay, here, darling. Thanks for helping. I think you're reading too slow. You need to speed up the reading.
No, you talk too much.
Oh, talk too much. Amen to that. Ouch, my shoulder. Okay, the other arm. Let's see. Here's John Ferris. So I did a video of my attempt to play one of the hardest Van Halen songs the other night. Little guitars. Got a nice review. Hey, John, well, check that out, though. We'll go there and check it out. The plan, traveling rider, was to buy a big truck 6 months here and go there for a few months. We'll see. Hey, I got a friend that lives here. That's what his name is, Steve. He's a trucker out of Chicago. He runs beer. And so that's what he's going to do.
Do you think you need more?
No, that's it, darling. That's it.
I will do my...
Well, you okay? Oh, you go, okay.
Wait lang.
All right. The plan was before COVID. I understand that. My great uncle built the ships that take people tours around Niagara Falls. Really? I tell you what, I want them to do that. I want them to take them down in the falls. I just want them to experience more. You know what? And I wouldn't mind doing it myself again. You'll find yourself sometimes, honestly, when you get here, if you're here as like I am, 6 years, will be 7 years. I don't know however long it is. 7 years, yeah. So you'll find yourself, you get bored. You'll get bored, just like you do in any place. I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that. Could I go to Cebu again? Sure. Could I go to Manila? I don't want to, no. Do I want to go to Dumaguete? No, not really. Maybe Palawan. What's on my list? Yeah, God bless Texas in the most. You know what? I love Texas. I love Florida. I love Texas. I'm from Arizona. I like Texas, and I like all that. The Grand Canyon. Talk about experience feeling awestruck. The Grand Canyon will wake you up. Okay, I'm right there now. Traveling rider. Read that one, darling, out loud. Loud.
Traveling writer. Traveling is great. I agree, especially if you go to
You get?
Experience other cultures and experience different things. Give wisdom unless you just go to be selfish and want people to do what you want.
Yeah. 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 There you go.
Gav, what's Gavelno
Okay.
or Gavino?
Gavino.
Greetings from California. So much to see in America,
West and Southwest. It is. It is. I want to take her down into the Alamo. I want to take her into some of the parts of Arizona where I was raised. I want to take them and experience that.
Jim Honor, if I was going back to USA to live, I'd either go to Florida near where my brother lives, or I would go to
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas, where my son lives. And yes,
You know what?
I
I have cousins in Houston. I have cousins in Houston, Mississippi, North and South Carolina, Georgia. Of course, there's many youngs, and only because of my aunties and uncles. 10, 15 kids at a time there.
JGBK, I know a great Brazilian barbecue place. My treat, they slice wait, the meat table side onto your plate.
Yeah, I like that, JG. I like that where they cut it and bring it right to your table, the food. Or you're supposed to hand Daddy the phone.
Hi, Tomcat.
Tomcat, how you doing?
Philippines.
Hello, Tomcat, how you doing?
Good morning, Tom and Ruth from Baguio City, Philippines. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Baguio. How you doing, Tomcat?
Maybe he did too.
This is my baby daughter, RR. I mean my young daughter. My daughter, RR. I'm so sorry. My baby daughter. I mean my daughter. My baby.
John Fairs. I love beer truckers and asswipe truckers too.
Beer truckers, you better believe it.
Traveling writer. Does he work the Budweiser?
Yes, he does. Traveling. He runs the Budweiser run. Yes.
Oh.
He was running the Budweiser from Florida to somewhere, but anyway, ended up running the run, a different run. I don't know, but he's running Bud. Yeah. He says, I drink Bud because I run Bud. Sometimes I run Coors. I'll run. He said what's the new beer now? I forget. The Pabst.
Jim Aller, of course you could take the alligator ride in Florida near Apopka.
Near Popka, yeah. Jim, I know.
I don't
Apopka.
like alligators.
Yeah, I'll take you to alligator farm.
No.
Well, we got to see them. They're in a pond down there. You can't touch them.
No, I don't like them.
Oh man, throw a big chicken out there and let them pop it off. Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
baby.
we did in Davao.
I know. We went to the crocodile farm there.
Yeah.
Just remember, you got.
I got married in TX.
Oh, you got married in Texas. I tell you what. Let's see. What, married in Texas, stays in Texas?
What happens in
Texas, stays in
Texas
Texas.
stays in.
There you go. Same thing about Las Vegas, but I don't think that's true.
Traveling writer. Arizona and New Mexico are great too, but I like Southeast and Southwest Texas the most.
I like anywhere.
Mexico.
I can make my home anywhere. I'm not
John
really.
Fairs. I saw more historical places in USA than there is here in Canada.
Yes, there's many places, John. Painted Desert. I saw someone. I think we missed that comment. Painted Desert is a great place to visit. I want to always try to visit new places for them. I'm gonna take them down Alligator Alley, Gatorland Zoo, down there where my buddy owns the Gatorland Zoo, there in Kissimmee.
Scott
Scott Scofall, how you doing, my good friend? Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Tom from Elfers, Florida.
Yeah.
Life is great here in the Philippines.
Life is great.
Tom, is that a working antique behind your head? What's that?
It is. It is a working antique. We got it. It's brand new. It's only less than a year old. It comes from PLDT. Fiber, phone, internet, all on one. And yes, it works. It works. We get phone calls on it.
Eddie
It's weird.
Centino. Hello, watching in New Mexico.
New Mexico. Awesome.
Gavino, I've been to San Antonio, the Riverwalk, the Alamo. Your family would love Corpus and Galveston, Gulf Coast.
Yeah, Galveston, you better believe it. They sure would. They would love it.
JGBK will go to the Statue of
Ooh, I forgot
Liberty,
about the Statue of
Freedom
Liberty.
Tower, Times Square, museums, etc. Broadway, etc. We have a few things to check out in New York City.
That would be fun. I want them to
go
experience.
to the Liberty.
Yeah, Lady Liberty. I want them. Well, JG, that's the reason why you would be the expert. I would love for them to see Times Square. Just to see Times Square. Get a hot dog on the street, but they've not even know what that's about. They would just the correct wordage coming from Tom. Freak out.
That's a complicated place to navigate, but if owner, what's an OP? OP that should pay good.
Galveston. Where you?
That's a complicated place to navigate, but if owner slash OP that would.
Yeah, pay good. Yeah, exactly. Owner operators would pay good.
Oh.
Yeah. I agree.
Jan Fairs, I'm blind in Texas.
Texas, I tell you what, I like Texas. It's one of the states. Well, it's a good state to live.
Traveling right there, I agree. As long as there is food and roof, it's a home to me.
That's it. That's what I care about. I'm not into having night. I'm not into how can I say everything being perfect all the time. Because listen, if there's only an apple and an orange to eat, I'll give them all the apple and most of the orange. Just give me a piece of it. That's the type of person I am. Always been like that.
Gary TR, are you interested in visiting these states with your parents? If so, where would you like to visit?
Yeah, those would be the states. Both my parents are gone now. My brother's just still alive.
What?
My parents?
No, he's asking me.
Oh. You didn't say, you got to talk louder, darling. Daddy can't hear you.
I said, see, are you interested in visiting the states with your parents? If so, where would you like to visit? Yes, I'm interested, and where would probably.
What were you asking me? Tennessee, Texas.
I want to go to
Florida.
New York.
Oh, there you go. JG.
People in New York are so cool.
Yeah, and JG, she wants to live with you.
Yeah, with your cats.
Yeah, she wants to live with you, JG. Is that okay? Okay.
Traveling right there.
She said because he'd get me ice cream every day. Yeah, Galveston is amazing. It is. Lots of history. Galveston, Texas, beautiful. I love it. I love it. I'd go there in a heartbeat.
Thank you, Uncle Jim.
What do you say?
Tell her she speaks English.
Okay, read a little louder for Daddy.
Tell her she speaks reads English very
well. Okay, now go on to the next one, darling.
Archipelago.
We don't have all day.
That is a SIP phone. I think very smart, saves money.
Yeah, there you go. Very smart phone. It's smart. Okay, it charged me 50.
SIP?
It's don't worry. It's $50, so it's okay.
My favorite YouTuber. When all cell phones don't work or electricity goes out in USA, the wall phone landline still.
That's exactly right.
John Fairs. RR needs to hear some good Louisiana bluesman and then fly to New York for the jazz festival. My favorite YouTuber. You can still call 911 with a wall phone.
You can.
They have Jollibee in Times Square.
Yeah, they do. We take them Jollibee.
John Fairs. I'm blind in Texas as a term for getting drunk and arrested.
John, you make me laugh. You know what? I understand that.
Bye, Gavino.
See you later, Galvino. Thank you so much.
Take care and God bless. Traveling writer, Texas has taken over the conversation. I have succeeded. Tom, I'll buy the tickets if you take RR and Ruth to Six Flags.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that.
Where's that?
Six Flags, Texas.
Um,
Yeah. They're getting you prepared for work there.
traveling,
RR's staying with JG.
traveling writer. They have Jollibee in Houston and San Antonio. Houston, right?
Yeah, Houston,
Who's-
Texas.
Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Dana. Hi, magandang araw po sa lahat.
Hello.
Magandang araw.
Magandang araw. Hi.
She said, Ma, unsay magandang araw?
Hello.
It means like,
Hello.
good morning.
Good morning. Mom Buntog.
Maayong yabuntag.
Mom
John
Buntog.
Fairs, Pikes Place Market, Seattle.
Ah, Seattle. I want it to be raining.
Daddy, JGVK is fine. If you pay for her fashion degree, I'll buy the ice cream.
Okay.
What's a fashion? Like,
Your clothes and everything else.
I will send RR a megaphone so she can talk into Daddy Tam good ears.
Yeah, there you go.
Omar.
And look what we have here.
Omar, say hi.
High five. Yeah, he's such a good boy. Yeah,
It's helping.
Traveling
I bet
writer.
he is.
Six Flags is still around. The Houston
Look at
one
him, Mama.
has been closed for years, and I have driven by the one in Dallas a lot and never see anyone there.
That dog is something else. He's chasing the other dogs.
Marker 44, hi.
Hey, Marker 44.
Took the family to White Sands National Park in New Mexico last year. Very unique and very beautiful place.
It is. Marker, are you here in the Philippines or are you back in USA? Are you here or back in USA? That is our baby Omer. He is something else.
Ken Unger, hi.
Hey, Ken. How you doing, my good friend? How are things with you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Here, darling.
John Fairs. I lived in Seattle for a year and lived in Sacramento for 2 years.
Yeah, Sacramento, California. I can I do everything that I wanted to do? No, I can only select a few places to go because, as you know, you're in the car and you're driving, it's expensive and it costs fuel costs, and you guys understand. So what I will do, I'm going to limit the places to see, and then we'll figure out accordingly on what we have available as far as funds, and then we'll go from there. I can always crash at my brother's house there in Texas and make that a base and then branch out from there. He wouldn't mind if I just moved into his house. All of us move in there. Really. No, I don't know if he would or it doesn't matter. Or we just move into my Barry's house in Tennessee. I know he wouldn't mind. Barry wouldn't mind.
Jim Aller, Tom, I see you missed all New England.
Miss what?
Missed all New England.
Yes, Jim.
The Six Flags in Missouri is still fine.
It's still fine. Yeah.
Hey, Kenny, hi.
Anthony Keller, how you doing? High five. Good to see you.
I recently saw your recycled video of them unloading your house. I always wondered about the septic, electric water, and the pad. How did you get it all in place before the house got there? Anthony Keller.
Anthony, what we did was we figured out exactly the size. After we dropped it, then we figured it out because they were repairing that right down the road from the house, and that way they come back through and relift and do all the things we need to do. Septic, what I did, and re-put back down. Septic, what I did was I opened the in between the Blessing House and our house, the septic. I used a 3-barrel system, 3 big water barrels in the ground. One septic for that house, one barrel for this house, one in the middle in the front below the grade, and then 2 lines ran out about 30 feet. with holes in them and things like that for my drain field, so the water can drain out. So that's how we have it. We have one barrel for here, one barrel for over there, one in the middle to drain the gray water, the black water back out.
Traveling writer, guess they re- restructured and only have a few now. GGBKA, New York pretzels, bagel, and of course the best pizza.
Best pizza in the world. Amen to that. And I'll tell you what, I'm not sure it's not the best pretzels in the world, to be honest with you.
Scoot.
Scoot. Good morning, Scoot. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Hi,
Good to see
Uncle Scoot.
Uncle Scoot.
Scoot.
Scoot. Yeah, it's Scoot.
John Fair's fuel and food here in Canada and probably as well as in USA just went up again.
I know. We may have to restrict their things, and instead of going to all these places, end up going to one place because that's all we can afford. It just drives me crazy.
Marker 44. I tested positive right before our flight, and our plans fell apart. Still in USA for now.
Oh my goodness, Marker. Another great channel. You guys check out Marker 44. He's a really good guy. And he's, as you guys know, he's been a long time subscriber to the channel. I mean, a long time. I mean, most of you guys have been long time subscribers for years. Marker's been on and has a great channel. He does great topics.
On traveling your writer, yup, prices go up and up without stopping.
They're going up here too. They're going a little crazy here too.
My favorite YouTuber. What months are you coming to USA?
My plans is when she gets out of school for a period of time. So it will either be we eliminate a month. Now, right now they have it to where she is doing all online. She could do school anywhere. But once they open up, she has to physically visit. I don't know how we're going to handle that, to be honest with you. We'll have to plan it. So it would have to be next year in May or June when she gets out, or April. And they have the 3 months, 4 months until she goes back. So we will figure that out. But I don't want to leave her here.
Dad.
And no, Daddy wouldn't leave her here. I love teasing her.
Traveling writer, $5 box at Taco Bell is 8 at a stop.
Oh, Taco Bell. I remember eating and living off Taco Bell for years. I enjoyed Taco Bell.
The stupid war in Ukraine is really not helping anyone.
Yeah, it's not helping anyone. There's no the end result there is going to be bad for everybody. Really.
God, Scoot B. Sure, I not send her chocolate for a while and she forgets who I am. And now I don't.
Tell him, yeah, you need some more chocolate.
Daddy.
Scoot, you need some more chocolate. Ours already forgot who you are.
No, I still remember who he is.
There's only one Scoot. There is only one Scoot. Ask JG. There's only one Scoot.
Traveling writer, it helps certain people, but yeah.
Scoot, how are you? How are things with you? You still at Amazon? Hey, I keep getting these things from Amazon. Oh, Claude's wife worked at Amazon, made really good money, and she's pregnant. They asked her to drive a forklift, and she's pregnant. She couldn't do it. But anyway, she stayed there for a while. Of course, now she's here in the Philippines. They're going to be heading back there soon.
Jen first, can you take her out for a year and then reinstate her?
Could. Yeah, probably. And you probably do, honestly, homeschooling or online. They may still have that available. If they have online available and we could do that, I may just do that and have her do online school. Or should just have her go to school in the U.S.
Yeah. Traveling writer. Online learning is an overall deterrent, in my opinion.
It is.
It did open everyone's eyes up to what's teachers are teaching kids, at least.
It did. It opened up a lot of eyes on that.
Scoot. Yeah, let the 41 million people in Ukraine get killed by the King Putin, all for it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Revelations. Thank God there is only one Scoot. Archipelago.
Thank God there's only one Scoot. Yeah.
I haven't
Amen,
eaten
Scoot. Nothing against you. No, you're a good
fast
guy.
food burger place in years.
Man, I haven't eaten at a fast food burger place either in years. No, I take it back. We did go to McDonald's. I wanted to go to Burger King, but Ruth wouldn't let me. She wanted to make fish instead. So we had fish instead of burgers. But I guarantee if I said burgers, RR would have it.
Hi, Big Kevin Media.
Hello, Big Kev. How are you, my friend?
Writer. Taco Bell is life.
Taco Bell is life. Big
Good.
Kev, how are you?
Then maybe then the rest of the USSR can get killed off by the Putin-Trump parade. Big Kev in the house. First thing we did when I was there was find the Taco Bell.
You know what? We may do that too. A good Taco Bell. They're all good to me, but Taco Bell, and I'm going to find, well, it depends where I land. If I land in New York City, I'm going for the pizza. And if I land in New York City, we're going to pizza first, and then we'll have JG take us to a burger place.
Budget Tools, hi.
Hey, Budget Tools, good to see you. Thank you.
Shouldn't she do online school from US using K-12?
She could. She could.
K-12?
Yeah, she could. She could do online, or she just goes to school there. We can do that.
Fairs. She would get a better education traveling in a classroom.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree.
Fast food will kill you, Ken Unger.
Yeah, fast food will kill you, but I tell you what, I like to have some. I haven't had any in so long, I don't even know if it's going to kill me or not. Either that or the rice is going to kill me, Kevin. Ken, I tell you what, I think the rice is going to kill me a long time before the burgers will.
Omar.
How did you get a hold of that? Hand me that. I want to show everybody. This is what our dog did to his outfit. I guess he doesn't like that one. He's a terror. I mean, he's a male dog. Look out.
Scoot, why would we care about Ukraine and other places like Philippines? Why should we?
We care because
they're people.
Yeah, I do care about Ukraine and Russia.
John Fair. I thought Putin was a food from Cuba. Daddy, he thought the guy was a food. Tacos ring my bell.
Tacos ring my bell too.
Budget Tools. I don't know how the schools are here, but public schools here suck.
There you go.
Where?
USA.
Why?
I don't know.
OBG64. I would have brought a week's fish in trade for a trip to Burger King. Yeah.
Would he likes dried fish better?
No, I would have brought a week's fish in trade for a trip.
Yeah.
I take fish oil for heart health.
I do too. I need to take more fish oil. We need to order some more. I think I have some in there from the other company.
Polly Detmarts?
Yeah, Paula Detmarts. How you doing?
Polly
Detmarts. Yeah, Paula. Polly.
His Scott. Hey, alright, I think I see a bug on Daddy Tom's nose. Can you swat his nose hard to kill it for me? I will send you 100 pieces if you get it.
I will go there somewhere.
Okay, darling. Just get money out of my daddy's wallet there.
Folks, do not trust all you watch on CNN and MSNBC. There is so much more to this.
Yeah, I know. I worked
as a chef for many years, and line order should only take in 10 to 12 minutes from order to table.
Yeah, yeah. They don't have a lot of choices on food here unless you go to the cities, and even it's questionable. Burgers, hopefully you'll get the real ground beef, but it's questionable. There may be goat mixed in it. You don't know what's in it.
Come here, Mama.
They just use it as a
1,000 pesos if you get the caterpillar under his door.
1,000 peso. Huh. What? Oh, she's nudging me in the corner. Like, I read them all, Daddy. Sophomore now. I tell you what, I think we're going to call a stream because 1 hour and 55 minutes. And I'm getting Gutum Co.
It's
And
time for lunch. Oh wait,
it's time for lunch.
Mexi Phil. Hi.
Oh, hello, Maxie Phil. How you doing?
JGBK, I wonder how RR would stack up against students here at the same age. I bet she's smarter even with Tower.
She is. She is. She'll stack up well there. She'll do well there.
I hope so.
No, she did well there. It doesn't matter. If the schooling, it would be somewhere probably right there where my brother, my mother, my sister-in-law was a teacher, and all the students. I met all the teachers at the school where she would go to school already, and when I was there, so there are, and it's really a nice school. So I'm not saying it would be perfect for her, but it's a lot of family there and a lot of good people to support her. Even one of the daughter's best friends is a teacher. So there's quite a few people that work in the school. And so administrator is a good friend of my brother. So
Mexi Phil, hey Tom, I'm back in Daytona getting ready for Bike Week. I'll be back in the Philippines around November. Hope I get to catch you next time. I know you were helping your family build their house.
We're doing a lot of stuff. In fact, our family member lost his house, rebuilding that house, and we're building another house for another family member. And we're also helping another family member try to get out from underneath the feet of just have better housing, you know. Here in the Philippines, it changes constantly. You have to really be prepared for just about anything, just like you do anywhere. But we're trying to help the families out as much as we can. But you know, you can only buy so much concrete and stuff.
Daddy OBG has been in Korea. Used to love the dried fish and Korea street food between bars. South or north? I think south, right?
Yeah. If he goes to North Korea, he might have to stay there a while. You could go to North Korea, but it won't be fun.
Or do you need a vaccination to go to school face to face? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, she had hers.
JG, I would guess so much smarter than kids here.
Yeah, ours would be smart. Hey, that's the reason her ears grow out like this.
No, your
It's
ears.
the vaccine.
My nose.
Yeah, and your nose too.
My nose is long.
Yeah, but it's like daddy's. But your ears grows like daddy's.
His ear is so big. It's like what's the elephant story that fly using
Dumbo?
his ear? Yeah, Dumbo.
Oh, huh.
Tom, if you were in you travel to the Philippines with all the rules and requirements.
Yes. To get to my babies. If I had my babies with me, I no sense to travel. We'll stay right here.
Yeah.
If I have my babies with me, they'll just stay right there. Because you can make a house wherever I'm at. I didn't travel here to really live here. I traveled here to get my babies. And if I have my babies with me, we gotta live anywhere. I don't care. I can live in a trailer off in a field in the middle of nowhere in the desert if I have my girls with me. I'm okay. Because I want them to experience just a little bit better life than what's available here. There are 3 or 4 kids over here. 2 kids are too young, and 3 or 4 kids over here. They're in their 20s. Okay? There's no life for them. They can't even. In other words, they've peaked at 20 years old. That's where they'll be from now until. Right here. Right here. Right here.
John Ferris, the main things we need to learn is patience, tolerance, and understanding.
Yes. And I'm still working on the patience and tolerance. Understanding, okay. But patience and tolerance for me is hard. The thing that is more commercialized here, you'll find that they do have radar gun now. They do have radar. They do have things that you're going to be getting tickets in the mail. You eventually be able, it's turning westernized. So the more longer you're here, depending on where you live, you're going to find there's going to be some new rules than the last time you were here. You'll find that things might be just a little bit different than what it was. you'll find that maybe in your lifetime, maybe where you're at may not be so bad at what it actually is. I know for me here, it's easier for me here than it would be in US, but I could live in US as long as I have food, roof, and income, and my girls, and of course health. Uh, a major factor would be kill me there would be the health insurance, the car, and some type of accommodation as far as house. Once I achieve those three, I could live there. And could I live on the income we're getting? Yeah, it would be tight.
Mm.
But I got to tell you, my electricity would be cheaper. My food would be cheaper automatically.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot cheaper. Food here is skyrocketed. I know it's skyrocketed there. My brother was telling me that his electricity bill was $378. My electricity bill here, including solar, and it went up to 15 per kilowatt here now, was $140. $140, and I use solar. So it's up to 15 per kilowatt. It's the highest now than it ever has been, and it's going to go up more. So imagine paying an electricity bill that we normally would pay here for $20. We're now paying $140 for electricity. This last month is $90. This last month is $90 only because of weather. Air's on now, but it'll be off by 5, so 8-9 hours a day, and that's the bill. What in the world is that guy yelling at?
Here.
I know where I'm at, darling. I'll find it. People raised around technology can see why they can't see a better real. Take care, everyone. God bless OBG. Thank you so much for coming on here. My earbuds keep falling out of my ears. Mine. Thank you so much, Sweeney family. Good morning. Good morning, back in Oklahoma. How you doing? Good to see you. John Ferry, no license, motorcycle roadblock still. Yes, no license, roadblock still. Have to have license. I can get through my American license. I still don't have Philippine license. I can get through. Mexico, did your daughter just call you Dumbo? Yeah, she called me Dumbo. So good to see you, Sweeney family. Genesis 1:22. God blessed him and said, "Faithful increase the number to fill the water that seas, and let the birds increase on this earth." Exactly. God is against. Yeah.
I bought some ribeyes today, Tom. $20 a pound.
Good. Yeah. Thank you, Traveling Writer, for the verse. I appreciate it. $20 a pound. Wow. $20 a pound. It's here is $10 a kilo, but it's beef chopped up, just cut off a cow. You don't know where it is. You have no idea where it comes from. It's just a block cut off. So $10 here a kilo, which is 2.2 pounds. So $5 a pound. But you're not going to get it. It's only one cow a day. Bought some ribeyes, so awesome. I pay $90 a month for unlimited 5G internet. John Ferris, I pay $90 a month also. No, I pay $100 a month for 5G unlimited, but 10 days a month I don't have it. It still costs me $100 a month. Coyote, good morning. How you doing, Coyote? I'm 40 solar panels. I get 40 solar, my 420 watts each. Yeah, I need to buy more solar panels. I need to do this, but you know what? It's like anything else. It's like I got to get somebody out here. Veggies are the same price. Steak, mystery meat, yummy. Yeah, it is mystery meat. Yeah, 51 there now. I don't know what it is. OBG, I don't even know what the rate is here. I have no idea. It could be 50 or 51. I'm not aware of it. I know that for me, even my expenses have increased. Have they doubled? No, but they have gone up 30%. Listen, where I save here is the rent. If I had to pay rent, my prices would increase considerably. Same thing in U.S. You don't have to pay rent. You can live. because basically you have all your basics, you know, your food, electric, water. And if you got a well, you can live off a well. And then electricity, well, you could hide a few solar panels on the back part of the property. You can survive just like you can here. Uh, People say you can't have them, but my friends figured out a way to have them. They just put them back part of the property where nobody can see them, and just transport the wires to the house. So there's ways of getting what you need there. I'm not saying there's no perfect place. Is it perfect here? Not really. You're going to fight the travels. It's getting a little bit different than what it was at one time. Too commercialized here. It's getting very commercialized where it wasn't before. Um, you get a ticket now crossing the street. If you're not allowed with the thing, you will get a ticket. And the ticket is not cheap. In American dollars, it's going to cost you 20, 30, 40 bucks. Um, my friend Claude got 3 or 4 tickets within a 2-week period, $10 each, and they will take your license until you pay the bill for not wearing a seatbelt. So they're really buckling down on a lot of things here, just like they are in the U.S. And they're copying U.S. is what it is. They're really copying U.S. Um, Going to the doctor now, you can go to the doctor or hospital. You have to have a QR code or a vaccine card to even get in the hospital. You can't get in the hospital unless you have a vaccine card or a QR code. You can't even go visit anybody. You can't do anything. And now they limit the people to go in any hospital. You cannot just walk in emergency, fine, but you better have a vaccine card. There's a lot of criteria that they're implementing now, a lot of new rules. To get your Bureau of Immigration now, it seems to be more tight and restricted on getting. You have to now have e-appointments. You can't just go and do things. It's getting where it seems to be really buckling down. And I told Ruth the other day, I said, man, I have more rules here than I had in USA. I have to furnish insurance. Okay, that's fine. And what else do I have to do? Here, you're gonna mandatory any foreigner that living here, they're just like they're gonna mandatory that you have to have some type of insurance and they're gonna want to see it. So that's coming down the road. I know that Rike's touched on it, some of the guys touched on it, and it's going to cost you a few grand a year just to live here for insurance. So just be prepared for the future has changed a little bit. So I said, well, maybe I can go back to the U.S. and I'm on Medicare and I can get them insurance for a reasonable price through AXA or through Safety or Aetna or United. And so I checked the prices and it's cheap for them, even Filipino.
John Fairs, we call it bilang beef, lots of bling, but not very good for
Yeah, it's not really good. You can ask her. She won't eat it either. It's horrible.
The USD is devaluing more and more every
Yeah, they are. They've been doing that for years, and I understand that. At least you know when you're getting it. Hopefully, it's off a good farm somewhere. Here, it's off a farm. I don't know where.
My favorite YouTuber, I still have to build a house on my wife's lot close to Dumaguete in Valenche.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of options you can do. You can go bamboo route. If not, you want to do concrete, but really take a look at steel. And I think you might find steel might be better. Take a look at some of the things that they're doing with steel and what they're doing with the walls now. You can buy drywall here. You can get drywall here. And you can use steel, and you can get steel pretty cheap, considering. You might look at that. The concrete itself, you'll have to have it for the ground. Just be careful you make it thick enough. It's really substandard, I'm telling you. It's the worst I've ever seen in my life. It's coming from Vietnam. If you do research on it, and I did research on it the other day, the Vietnam, it's just the stuff they throw away, and they're making it sent in here.
Polly, have a blessed night. I'm really missing being in the Philippines. Built a church I haven't seen, and many family members I love, of course, waiting for their promise to go away.
Yeah. Bye. I think we're going to call stream 2. I've been 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Tickets for jaywalking in Manila would be would be funny to see
Yeah.
enforced. All hail communism. Medical insurance is mandatory here. OBG traveling writer, the good news as if you own a bunch of silver
Silver last year, yeah. I noticed that.
For now, until the World Bank say no. Silver was higher last year actually. All I want is a small house, a little garden with
Yeah.
and a few chicken that is mine.
Yeah, we're getting our turkeys next week. We're going to do a video on that. So I know you guys can't wait to see our turkeys coming. Ruth is building a pen for them. Today they're building a box for the van, for the back seat. They're making 2 boxes for the seats, so for seating. They're going to upholstery them, and then with hinges. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover them. And then Ruth's going to make a pen for the turkeys she's getting. This is a gift for Valentine's Day she wanted. So Daddy will get her that. I asked her, I said, who's going to take care of the turkeys when we're gone? I'll get my brother to do it. So I don't know how we're going to handle that situation. But I know that the turkeys are here, are going to be here.
Hi, Wolfen.
Hey, Wolfen, how you doing, my friend? How are things, my good friend?
The live gold price in Canada right now is
Oof.
2,401.08 Canadian.
Per
Live
ounce.
value.
Per ounce.
Per
Give me 10 ounces.
give.
No, I mean, I wish you could find...
Writer, yep, and that's what I'd like to, but the people in charge don't like the dream. Alright,
Scoot.
I think the big is in the back of Daddy's head. Hit it hard, like that.
Oh, wow. Scoot's really... He's really mean, isn't he? Isn't he mean? Isn't Scoot
No.
mean? He's mean.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
You guys thinking about building should check out the Texas Filipino blog.
Yeah, he's doing a good job on his house. He's doing a lot there. And he's doing quite a bit of stuff. There's quite a few guys out there doing them. A lot of people are, instead of building those. And you know what, OBG? I don't know about, I see that, and he's doing, he has a great vlog. He's doing a great job. He's using that concrete. I don't know. Here's something, too, is the thing I noticed is all these foreigners are building these big houses. I mean, they're really building these big houses. And some of them are building these houses and they're talking about going back to Texas. Well, if you're building a big house and you're talking about going back to Texas, how are you going to handle that situation, right? So I don't know. If you're talking, I guess the house set empty or whatever. There's not but 2 people in the house. And these guys are building. I'm not saying the gentleman that's doing the Texas vlogger, but I'm talking about a couple other guys. I mean, and they're building these huge 5-bedroom houses. I'm going, there's nobody living there. You know? Was that delivery, Mommy?
No.
Oh, it was you coming home.
What?
That's why couldn't the Philippines be in Texas? That would be heaven. There you go. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Philippines and Texas. Could you imagine? I know that when I was there in Texas, I really enjoyed Texas. I enjoy it. I enjoy it in Alabama and Georgia. I enjoyed it everywhere. I enjoyed Buffalo. It's just too cold.
My wife wants a pool.
There you go. Well, you can have one here if you want to. Many guys are building pools here. Oh, we got one out front.
Yeah, a lake.
Ruth just pointed it. We got one out front. All you got to do is just go down in the... We got one. It's dug out, ready for you. Yeah, it's a big old hole out in front of our driveway. JG is big old hole, too. Yeah, so... Okay, high five. We're going to call her quits today. 2 hours and 15 minutes. Daddy Tom is tired. Say bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Anthony Keller, Ken Unger, Traveling Writer, Dana, JGBK, Scoot, Marker44, my favorite YouTuber, John Fair, Scott,
Wolfen.
Archipelago, Ken Unger, Budget Tools, OBG64, Polly,
Debt March, yeah.
Mexifield,
Yeah, John Ferris, Budget Tools. Ken Unger. I think you already said all those. That's all mine to go back.
Sweeney family.
Yes.
Sweeney.
Sweeney family. Good vlogger.
No more. I cannot.
You guys want to check out a channel before I go? Is check out Claude and Jessica. Make sure you go on there and say hi to them. Tell them Tom and Ruth sent you there. A great channel. He built a beautiful house too. You think the guy in Texas built the house is beautiful? You need to check out Claude's. I don't know if he's done a video on it, but it's a beautiful house. Thank you so much. I want to thank everybody for always watching our channel. God bless everybody, and we'll see you next time, probably next Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Or before. Ruth's wanting to do a stream. High five. My nose itching.